Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rowie, and today we got the juice.
The juice, dude. The ultimate of juice.
Yes, BRC20.
Yeah, so we wanted to do just like an Ordinals update, right? Because we discovered the Ordinals Network a couple months ago. I mean, it's pretty recent, like, development. I think January was when Ordinals was officially released by the infamous Casey Rodimer and friends. And we were speculating even back then, whenever Yuga did their NFT drop, right? They dropped a bunch of Skittles on everybody. And they made like, what, $15 million roughly?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're like, okay, that's one of the benchmarks we need to confirm Ordinals isn't like
just
nothing,
vaporware.
Not a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Right? You could leverage what Casey invented to make money, to develop things on top of it, right? So we're like, okay, what's missing? More infrastructure. Once the infrastructure comes in, like marketplaces to trade these things, wallets, minting platforms, like all this accounts for what we think will be the next bull cycle. Right?
Yes, on Bitcoin.
On Bitcoin. Yeah, Ethereum's old news, dude. Washed up.
Yeah, that's so 2015, right?
I know. That's so lame. Everybody wants inscriptions and ordinals now, so what do we got, dude? What's the update?
So we're going to be looking at ordinalsbot.com, and what's cool is that it allows you to inscribe on Bitcoin with a cool, easy interface.
Yeah, it looks very similar to, your typical NFT marketplace interface. You just upload a couple files, put in a couple descriptive details, and boom, you got yourself an on-chain asset.
Yeah, so we got files, so upload an image, I think a JPEG, WebP, PNG, GIF, text, MP3, MP4.
Yeah.
Huh. And plus more. Interesting.
And I guess the kind of weird, unique variant to this, right, is you could custom, like, what kind of sats you want your inscriptions to be on. Yeah. Which is wild.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I think, was it?
Right there.
Yeah, so you can use the default, which is just on random sats.
Yeah.
You can use early sats anywhere from between 2009 and 2007, or 2011, I should say.
It's pretty early, dude.
Yeah, that's as early as it gets.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how they're able to do this, but maybe they've collected
some early Bitcoins, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question.
We might all have some 2011 Bitcoin.
Correct.
Sats, I should say.
Yeah, which basically means what exactly? Like they were just minted during those early block periods?
Minted and then sold in the marketplace, and then we just happen to have some, potentially.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
So maybe there's some way to like view your own sats and see, you know, what year you have, like the oldest one. And
I think there is. There's Satoshi explorers out there, I'm sure, by now.
Okay.
But I
guess
the caveat for this is there's a higher fee if you want your inscriptions.
For sure.
Right? So what do you think? Like, from your own perspective, if you had an NFT to choose from, would you want your NFT to have like early sats?
I guess it depends. If it adds to the narrative, if you're creating an NFT, a picture project on Bitcoin, and it made sense to use like old Bitcoin, it adds to the narrative
and the potential value. I guess I don't know if like the market hasn't like definitively claimed only early sats are like the true value NFTs. I don't know. It's just something additional to think about, right?
Yeah, because you can do it. So if you can do it, why not leverage it, right? So,
agreed.
But what's cool is that the interface is here. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but next is text. So add your text below. Choose the bulk or single option. If single, we will inscribe exactly what is there. If bulk, we'll inscribe one for every new line. So I guess you can inscribe text.
Right? This is good for like messaging, right?
Yeah.
One of the more difficult things about on-chain communications, how do we send messages to one another? So a lot of people mint NFTs with, like a doc page with a bunch of writing on it, and they'll just spam people with that, right?
Yeah.
So why not actually mint your text in the in inscription form and then send it to one another?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it's just probably just sending messages.
Yeah, or whatever.
I mean, you could build a whole kind of like email infrastructure off of this.
That's the plan, dude. I'm pretty sure that's the plan.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, and sats. Here's another interesting one. So add your .sats name below. So this is like the Bitcoin naming service.
Yeah.
And each one has a new line, Satoshi.sats, and here's some examples. But I guess you can mint your own name .sats.
Interesting. And so we need to claim our names. I recommend everybody, just whenever we were covering ENS in the early days, please grab your domain because that's going to attribute to your on-chain identity. bigly.
Yeah.
You know, that name will carry over with you probably for the rest of your life. So if you have a name that's very generic, like, I don't know, Brian, most likely it's already taken, but it's worthy of a check anyways.
Right.
You know?
And they have their own documentation section. So here you'll be able to have different use cases, right? Lightning address, Bitcoin address, log into apps, and then use it on Bitcoin Explorers.
Yeah.
And then finally we got hash check. So checker to allow upload image, and then BRC20 is the main.
Yeah, this
show.
is the big one. This is the juice we were talking about.
Yeah.
We've stumbled upon potentially the biggest of opportunities. If you're a believer in the Bitcoin ecosystem, which you are, right? For its native purpose of being, I don't know, a store of value asset, but
digital gold.
Correct. But this whole new narrative is emerging with the advent of ordinals, and there's other like smart contract, I guess, ecosystems emerging, like stacks.
Yeah.
And which we will make a video on soon. But this is painting a whole new narrative. Now Bitcoin has like the infrastructure in place to compete against Ethereum.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now we have fungible tokens like entering the Bitcoin space.
Fungible tokens on Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. So there's a couple of new interfaces we found to let's explore some of these BRC20 tokens.
Yeah, and if you guys have been watching our latest videos, we talked about how you got to try not to blow things off, right? Because it's easy to kind of blow this stuff off.
Yeah, because it looks like doo-doo right now, right?
Yeah. For example, so we're going to go to this site here. It says BRC20.io. And
the biggest thing that stood out to me was the total market cap of this thing.
Yeah, look at the market caps.
Yeah.
For the first BRC20 to be minted, 12 million market cap.
Yes, ordinal token, obviously. So it fits to be like the first token ever minted under this BRC20 standard.
Yeah, and obviously the meme is mint only 21 million.
Well, a lot of these are definitely 21 million because that's a healthy. I mean, it's a proven incentive mechanism. 21 million has worked for Bitcoin very well.
Yeah.
So why not continue down that trajectory, right?
And look at so there's a limit per mint. So if you're going to mint some of these, you can only mint a cap, right?
Yeah, meme. The second one that's the second ID.
Second ID meme.
Only one limit per mint, which is interesting. And I think it attributes, there's another page we're about to explore here is like how many holders there are per token. And meme has like the most widely distributed token, probably for that reason, because you can only mint one at a time.
And then look, this is still early on, and there's almost 4,000 BRC20s.
I have a feeling just like a handful of people just went ham. You know, if you scroll down this list, you're gonna see like some ridiculous. It's literally like there's Dick.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like a mug coin. Somebody was literally just looking around. It's like, oh, cup.
Yeah.
You know, laptop coin.
Yeah.
You know, just
sexy.
Yeah. So definitely, this is
thousands.
There's not much to look in yet as far as like which of these tokens are fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Right. It's just to recognize that there is a whole new,
ecosystem.
Emerging from within the Ordinals protocol, which is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, and so many of these are 21 million.
Yeah, or 21 gazillion, whatever that number is.
Yeah.
Or 2.1 gazillion. It's interesting.
All right, so let me go back to the top, and we're going to take a look at, so check your BRC20 balance. So last 24 hours, 46,000 minted.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we got the Unisat wallet here.
Yeah, so this is the one that I guess kind of like organizes these tokens as far as like their mint order, right? Mm-hmm. Their inscription order. Like this is whenever the inscription was deployed on the. So that's the thing. All these are actually on Bitcoin's main chain, right?
Yes, that's right.
Which is wild.
Yeah, so they have deploy time March 7th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So about a month ago.
Probably a little more than a month ago. Yeah, so this is, I mean, I guess we're technically a little late to the party, but not really, dude. We're talking to the overall market cap of this whole thing is 26 million.
Yeah, if we're talking about 2 months and we're late, I mean, we got problems.
Well, we're definitely not late because there's not even like a marketplace to exchange these things yet.
Yeah.
Right? There's like an over-the-counter system. Like if you actually go back to the BRC20 like page,
yeah,
and you click on an individual token,
here?
No, on the other page. click on one of these tokens. So this is the Ordinals. It's going to bring up basically like an over-the-counter like listing page.
Oh, you have to go to market.
There you go.
Yeah, so here are like the main ones. Shib, Pepe, Wizard, Gold, Game, Elmo. And this is what the market looks like.
So this is what you meant by not blowing it off, right?
Yeah.
Because you look at this and you automatically assume, like, what the WTF? Yeah. What is this? Why would I ever put my money into something like this?
And there's it says activity. There's absolutely activity. Because when we looked at it, there's something else was for sale. It wasn't
Dick.
It wasn't Dick. Right. It definitely wasn't.
It was Ordinal, I think.
Yeah.
And Pepe. So yeah, there's people listing frequently. And these pages are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what these are basically like batch listings, right?
Yeah. So when you watch this video, visit this website, go to market, and see if this number is not 40 anymore. And it probably won't be.
Agreed. So so what are these things exactly?
So let's click on. All right, let's click on this link here, and you're buying metadata. So BRC20 transfer tick. You're going to get this, whatever token this is, amount, what is that, 100,000?
Looks like 100,000 Dick inscription or tokens, or I'm not even sure what they're calling these yet.
Yeah.
Like the inscription itself is this, right? Like this is what you're actually buying. Yeah. It's this detail of information, right? And that's how the chain, you can verify on-chain ownership through this.
Yeah. Right? So you're looking at the value for 100,000 of these tokens is 15 cents. All right, sorry. Buy inscription now for $137.
So that's how much it costs to own 100,000 of those things?
Yeah.
Wow. They're very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this is what, and you know, your typical Coinbase or Binance exchange, all those little things on the side where they're all listed. That's called an order book, right?
Yeah,
and
that's right.
The exchange does a nice way of, autonomously, I guess, organizing these things in real time so that the markets can, act more quickly and you have more information at display, and you can see firsthand like how the market is, behaving at any given time.
Right.
Right now, this is super not that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a much more primitive, version of that. That kind of is like an indication to tell you exactly how early all this is, So more infrastructure coming soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, and so what else are we looking at here? Unisat.io, BRC20. So it's just a list of the deploy times for all these different tokens.
And the holders. I mean, the holders is pretty important detail, and the transactions itself. So I guess meme token, like I said, they had one. I mean, again, there's nothing fundamentally sound. These are not like anything.
Right.
Like I don't think any of these tokens at this point are actually intending to build anything.
Yeah, yeah.
These all look like meme tokens. But if you saw what happened to Pepe, on Ethereum, it did like a 10,000x or something like that recently.
Yeah.
People became millionaires by putting a couple $100 into that token just early on, So, I mean, I think it's worth speculating. Like, I would imagine something similar could happen on Bitcoin's Ordinal network,
Yeah, and we're still in the bear cycle, so a lot of people are not going to be paying attention to this.
Agreed. No, absolutely not. I went through Casey Rodimer's Twitter feed, and he hasn't even mentioned this. So that's actually very important to note.
Yeah.
Like the founder of the Ordinals protocol hasn't even really acknowledged or supported the BRC20 token standard. So I wouldn't expect him to be pushing this anytime soon. Maybe it's not even on his radar. He's not even aware this exists. But nonetheless, the community has just kind of like stepped up and developed this on their own.
Right. So it looks like Unisat is just another place to mint all these different inscriptions.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so that's cool. All right.
Well, these are tools. Yeah, these are examples of the infrastructure we were predicting.
Yeah.
Like a couple of months ago, none of this existed.
Dude, this is cool, man. They have their own wallet.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. It's happening.
Why use Unisat wallet? So it's open source. No need to run full node. Show unconfirmed NFTs. Instant change availability. So the output would be instantly available by using Unisat inscribing. It's pretty cool, man.
I agree, Will. So what are the main takeaways here, dude?
Main takeaways, there's a potential emerging market here, and market caps are extremely low.
Yes.
And for entertainment purposes, it's fun to see numbers go up.
Yes. Yeah. This is, like you said, there's nothing here fundamental, but that's not to say all this is doing is proving a concept, right? You can launch token standards on top of the Ordinals network.
Yeah.
Right. And right now it's being leveraged by, a community of memers, which is totally fine. They're just proving that this thing is, technically viable, right?
Yeah,
and that people could trade these things.
Look at CryptoPunks. That wasn't anything serious when they started.
Exactly.
It was just basically a meme. It's just, let's see if we can mint pictures on Ethereum. And
then all of a sudden down the line, NFTs became way more serious. And now everyone's like thinking, how do we inject real utility and real value with the NFT token standard, right? In the beginning, it's just a bunch of meme proof of concepts.
Right.
So this is very similar.
That ended up extremely valuable.
Yeah, like the market, again, ended up speculating and drawing back to the historical context of all those early NFTs, which are basically just pixel arts.
Right.
Which, at face value, nobody would assume has any value.
No, absolutely not.
But in context of what NFTs have become, a multi-billion-dollar industry, the biggest consumer product ever invented since the iPhone. It's a lot. So these early, proof of concepts hold tremendous historical value, right? So, obviously a lot has to happen to the BRC20 token in order for that same, roadmap to come to fruition.
Well, just a lot more eyeballs on this. And the total market cap for BRC20 total is 26 million.
Yeah, I know. That's what grabbed my attention. So how long? Let's make another prediction. How long do you think until Yuga Labs launches their own BRC20 token?
They're working on it right now.
Possibly, but that's another. So now we need benchmarks. So we achieved our benchmarks for the inscription NFTs. Right? Mm-hmm. Yuga Labs did a drop. You go to Magic Eden. It's filled with art.
Yeah,
that's on the Bitcoin network now.
Yeah.
So it's happening. So new benchmark is I guess real ape coin, or ape2 something, right? A new BRC20 token for Yuga.
Yeah, it's probably like Coda coin or something.
There you go, dude. Yuga, you heard it here first, dude.
It's
Coda coin.
I already hacked into their systems. I know what's going on.
Correct. Or maybe like M squared will launch their token here. Who knows? But we need those big players, in other words, to come in to really legitimize all of this.
Yeah, and having almost 4,000 tokens, there's got to be a handful of these people just pumping these things out, right? It can't be that many.
Yeah, there's 4,000 tokens, but only like the top 20 have actual liquidity, like a market cap.
Yeah.
Right. Most of them are just vaporware. There's no trading happening, no transactions, no actual liquidity present to support the value of these tokens. Right.
Right. So this is interesting. So I don't know how you stumbled upon this, Iman, but I am intrigued
and impressed, right?
Very impressed.
Yeah, dude. So
who knew that Bitcoin was so versatile?
Oh, it needs to be, dude. It's so useless without it. I've never bought. Guess what? I've never bought a Bitcoin in my life.
Yeah, you have. You bought it like in 2015.
That's true. Okay. Since then, I've never had like a desire to own Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I know the narrative and I understand. It's just that doesn't tickle me.
Wow.
But now,
I'm impressed, dude.
Guess what, dude? I'm going to buy some freaking Bitcoin because I want to
so you can flip it.
So I can buy some inscriptions and some BRC20 tokens.
Oh, I see. So you're basically outlining the persona out there that may not be interested in Bitcoin, but they're interested in this. And
a lot of people don't care about like securing their finances. Their wealth.
Yeah.
The majority of humans on Earth aren't out there is like, dude, I really need a hedge. Yeah. Against the dollar. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's more people out there like, dude, I want that monkey.
Yeah.
I want that monkey picture or that monkey token.
Yeah.
That's a much bigger demographic, and Ordinals has unlocked that.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal, dude. This is bigger than
Ordinals is for you, dude.
It's all for me.
Digital gold is for me then.
Yes, that's for you, dude. You could have fun with your non-petro dollars, your digibucks, dude.
All right, guys, that's it for us. We talked about Ordinals bot. All the links are going to be in the description. We talked about SATs, BRC20, the single most important thing. Definitely read this article.
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive. It's pretty well made.
Yeah, this summarizes everything. Yeah, exactly. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments section below. Follow us on Twitter at @TheBlockRunner, @MetaZone.io, and @RoviAI, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.